Okay, in our last couple examples here, we're just going to talk about a couple simple, really simple application problems, okay? Now, this is the part where we have to take our English skills, where we read something, right? And we have to take our art skills and draw something, and then do our mathematics skills and solve the problem, right? So first, let's practice our English skills. So this says that a highway sign warns that a section of road ahead has a 7% grade. To the nearest degree, what angle does the road make with the horizontal line? Okay. Well, a 7% grade, earlier we discussed that a 7% grade means that for every 100 feet of horizontal distance, the road is going to rise 7 feet, okay? And they want the degree of what that actually forms, right? So what angle does the road make with a horizontal line, okay? And so let's maybe start by drawing a horizontal line, okay? So let me grab my tool here, okay? Here's our horizontal line, okay? And now we want to draw the road, okay? I'm going to choose a different color. I'll choose blue to draw the road here. Let's say I'm going to take this, and okay. So here's maybe our road is here in blue. Okay, so this is about what we're discussing with our picture here, okay, is that we're talking about our horizontal distance here of 100 feet, okay, and this is our vertical of 7 feet, right, and they're asking about this angle right here, right? They're asking about this, right, so we can, label this triangle, we can label it A, B, C if you want. It doesn't really matter what we call it, okay? But they're asking us basically, what is angle A here, okay? And we have to understand, when we look at angle A, when this is the angle in question, okay, well, we know the opposite side, we know the adjacent side, right? So if we look at, SOH, CA, TOA, right, we have to understand that again, we're going to use TOA, right? We're going to use tangent because we have opposite and adjacent, right? So again, we're going to use TOA because we know here and we know here, okay? And so I'm going to go ahead and write this out. So I'm going to say that the tangent of A equals, well, the tangent is opposite over adjacent, so that's 7 over 100, right? And if we know that ratio, we can say that the measure of angle A is going to be equal to the inverse tangent of 7 over 100, okay? And now this is where we can go to our calculators, and again, depending on what type of calculator you have, I'm going to take 7 divided by 100, and that gives us 0.07, and then I'll type inverse tangent, okay? And that gives me 4.00, okay? And so basically I find that my measure of angle A equals 4 degrees. And that's going to be my final answer. Okay, pretty simple, yeah. Okay, let's take a look at the next one, right? It's going to be a very similar problem, okay? But this one says that Baldwin Street in Dunedin, New Zealand, or maybe some of you guys have been there. I had certainly never been there. This certain street in New Zealand is the steepest street in the world, okay? It says it has a grade of 38%. So to the nearest degree, what angle does Baldwin Street make with a horizontal line? Okay, so this time our picture is going to be, maybe slightly different. Okay, so if we have a 100-foot horizontal section here, let's call that 100 feet. This time we're going to have a steeper road, right? This is again the steepest street in the world, it says. Okay, so maybe our picture looks more like this time. All right, and again, I can go back and we'll write in the fact that this is 100 feet, okay, and this is 38 feet. That's what that 38% grade actually means, okay? And we could call this whatever triangle you want. We could call this triangle ABC, okay? And we want to know angle A, right? This is the angle that we really want to know, okay? We still know the opposite side and the adjacent side. So again, if we look at SOH, CA, TOA, okay, we're looking at which one of these trig ratios is actually going to help us out here. And because when we're talking about angle A, we know the opposite side and the adjacent side, we're going to use TOA, okay? And so I will write the fact that the tangent of angle A is going to be equal to 38 over 100. Okay, and since we know that ratio, I can now say that the measure of angle A is going to be equal to the inverse tangent of 38 over 100. Right? And now is where we're going to go to our calculators and find our final answer of what degree this makes. Okay, and so I'll take 38 divided by 100. Okay, and that gives us obviously 38 hundredths, and I'll find the inverse tangent of that, and it gives me about, to the nearest degree, it says, to the nearest degree. Okay, we're going to call this a 21 degrees incline. Right? So 21 degrees there, and that would be our final answer. Okay, I hope that extra example is helpful. Remember, we're kind of combining our English skills and our artistic talents, which you guys have already proved to me that you have, and our mathematics abilities to solve a problem.